If you're not keeping up to date with the MCU or any of the news that has come out recently about the MCU as a whole, some crazy things have changed or come out, especially when it comes to casting and movie titles, and I guess the entire plot of those movies that did change. If this is something that interests you, please leave your comments down below for what you think about these changes coming to the MCU, and make sure to subscribe. With that, let's get started. This is the biggest and only casting change / initial casting that really happened in the MCU, and it's kind of big news. So Kang's actor, Jonathan Majors, was removed from the role of Kang because of a criminal case that he was convicted of. This led the MCU to kind of scramble to figure out how to progress its story, only because Kang was set up to be the next big bad guy. Well, regardless of how we feel about it, we got our next biggest villain, Doctor Doom, from the Fantastic Four. But that is not the part about this move that may seem cheap to some people and cool to others. It's who they cast as Doctor Doom that's what potentially so controversial. The official casting for Doctor Doom is Robert Downey Jr. I really don't understand exactly what that means for Doctor Doom as a whole, and I'm hoping that we aren't going to have some kind of evil Tony Stark, but Doctor Doom. I doubt sadly that they won't go the route of having this be some sort of Tony variant, just because there is some stuff you could do there, like Spider-Man trying to deal with fighting someone who looks exactly like his mentor but is not. I really don't know, like what do you feel? What do you think about this casting choice? Was Marvel making their last-ditch effort to try to warp people with nostalgia into caring about the MCU again? Or was there a story they came up with that having Doctor Doom being Robert Downey Jr. was the perfect choice for? Was it maybe both? Whichever it is, I hope that this was the right move for the MCU and wasn't what ultimately may end up destroying the MCU as a whole. The next change that happened is what was once Avengers Kang Dynasty changed to become Avengers Doomsday. I think most of us probably assumed that this movie was going to change when the idea of Kang being the big bad guy went out the window, but I don't think any of us were possibly expecting this to be how this movie ended up, or where it went. But I think with the Fantastic Four being sort of a huge part of this next film, I think there was something really special about kind of the way things turned out that may have by accident saved the MCU by shifting the focus from Kang towards a more widely known villain. What do you think will happen in Avengers Doomsday? Are you excited or disappointed by these changes? Either way, please leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Well, that's it. If you want to keep up to date with all things MCU, you can follow us on Threads and Instagram. It's @MediaByteCompany, and Twitter is @MediaByteCo. TikTok is also @MediaByteCo. Check out our podcast. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.